the first thing is to get to know themselves in a relationship with God. And then just kind of like just leave and give space to each other. I'm not saying separate, and there are moments when some people decide to separate, but it is really good to act and to keep working. But one of the things is, it's come to God. And when you come in His presence, knowing yourself, the best way we can know ourselves, it's knowing in relationship with the Creator. And that's where we actually realize what a sinful people we are. And even the one that has not committed adultery, let's say, knowing in a relationship with Christ, they would very quickly see what they're capable of. And they're capable of a lot of evil. They're capable of not seeing and neglecting and ignoring. They're capable. And it's a different way then to approach each other. So one thing that I encourage everyone is to actually get to know themselves in relationship with Jesus, because that's when they see that they're sinful. That's when He stands next to you, you can't grab a stone and stone someone. When Jesus is there, that woman, by law, needed to be stoned. I always wonder where that guy was, but that's another story. But when they brought that woman in the act of adultery, the law did say that. How come nobody raised a stone? Because Jesus stood there and they saw who they really are. So get to know yourself in a relationship with God. That means a sinful you, forgiven you, and redemptive you. And then know that He is the one that brings the living water. He is the one that offers the spring from which you can drink, and you should drink. Because, yes, your spouse started going somewhere else, but, oh my, we have all sinned here. We have all went to different springs. Maybe not having an adultery, maybe not seeing somebody else, but did we ever thought, well, what would life be if I would not have to deal with this marriage thing? Or what would life be if I would have been married maybe to that person, or just imaginary person? So we all tried drinking from different well or different spring. Start drinking from His. You are totally different then. Then you are deciding. And then actually, in the brokenness, you want to bring the healing. You bring Jesus in you. And then there is a process. It takes time. Maybe you're going to need a battles. And I believe that Christian battles are, we really have to, in the presence of Jesus, know which battles to fight. In the shadow of the cross, know how the battles are going to be won. And never fight alone. So ask people to pray for you. Ask somebody to walk with you. Ask somebody to counsel you and to help you in this process. And start small. And even if it means just seeing each other, just remembering what is there that actually I do that brought me to this person. What is there that actually, how did the beginning look like? I pretty much encourage people to remember my relationship with Jesus, which springs I'm going to. Remember the first love story. And that story was broken too. It was broken in different ways, but it was broken. He was passive when she made a wrong choice. Why was he passive? They went through a lot of pain and suffering. Their 2 sons, one killed the other. There were a lot of brokenness there. Remember the first story. And remember who is the one that can actually heal. And start small. Bring Jesus in you to this marriage. And it's doable.